Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Clair Obscur. Ooh, last time we made it through to the gardens and something stands in our way. So before we do that, let's take a look at what we have done for our setup here. Did I want to learn any skills? Right, we couldn't, but we will. Ideally, I would learn something with you, but it's not going to help. We're not going to use you in the next fight. Definitely going to use Minoko in the next fight. And, right, I was thinking about whether I would do something with you. Again, I'm going to hold off. Just going to launch into my setup. We have some new weapons here that we just got over the last little while. On turn start, one shields. I'm pretty sure we already had this weapon. Not gonna like that going forward. We got here the lightning stain one, or no, light stain on healing. Again, healing, we're not gonna use it. What else did we get for you? I thought you had a new weapon. And that's a weapon that we already had and we've already used. That covers those. So let's take a look here at our Lumina setup. Again, you can pause if you need to. We're going to be using CL, Verso, and Minoko. I have tried to give them damage. They all have inverted infinity, or affinity. Words are hard. Actually, though, I don't really need that on you, so I'm gonna actually take that off. What you have here instead is you have energizing cleanse, and what that'll do is it'll clean the first negative status effect and give me more AP. Actually, you know what, yeah, I am gonna leave that on there. Never mind, because I'm gonna get it. I'll get the AP regardless, so that's good. As far as what I've done, I basically do the same thing every boss fight, is I take off Dead Energy 1 and 2 and Sweet Kill, and then put on something else to give me either more damage, more survivability, whatever. So things like Stay Marked, Healing Share, Healing Fire, because we're going to make sure the enemy's burning the whole time. Yeah, those are kind of the main ones that I focused on. We have the Tainted ability here, which gives us additional damage if we have a status effect. Since they're going to have a status effect, that's going to be even more damage. Beneficial Contamination is always good because we get AP when we apply, something like Burn or Mark, which we tend to do with our normal attacks or our pre-aim shots or our skills or something. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't have, with this current party, I don't have that one big source of damage like Mael or Lune, and so I think we're pretty much good. I was considering putting on a little bit of the challenge for the limit the damage. You know what? We'll put it on here, and yeah, I think that's good. I think we'll put it on there just in case. I don't want to stomp this guy, and I don't think I will. I think he's going to stomp me the first time or two. But yeah, we have made it to the end. This is the only guy standing between us and Renoir. And honestly, I've been sitting here going over my Lumina for like half an hour just listening to the music because it's so relaxing. We have creation.
Careful now.
Oh, I forgot the timing on that one. So that's fun. I also put on a new skill, the stabs there. It's damage that applies mark. So it's there, it's fine, it's nothing major. We can learn a new foot from you, which is why you're here. There we go. So let's do Blaze Earthquakes. We'll use that to give Powerful. They're going to do Powerful themselves.
Your turn to dance.
I disagree, but okay. I also haven't played this since last weekend, and so I don't remember how to do anything. So this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna die a lot. All right. So we could do rush, but I don't really need to because just doing any of her other moves will also apply rush.
You're outmatched.
Just because of her weapon. We have quick strike.
A bit of violence, yes.
Let's take a look at that new ability here. It's there to do damage and apply mark. There we go. Not bad.
Now.
I missed the last one. Okay, the second last one. Let's see. Now, you're probably not going to be able to do enough damage. Let's... We get burn? Burn? There's burn. There's burn there. So now we can do Searing Bond on you. And spread the, spread everything around there. Light holder, you resist light. So let's finish you off. Nope.
Now the fun begins.
Get you back on your feet. We'll go back to marking you.
Your turn to shine.
Nope.
Let's have some fun.
That did a lot of damage.
The sweet taste of battle.
Try that again.
You saved me.
Oh, the light combo. She has spent half this fight dead.
Well.
Nope. I had to flinch on the last one.
My cup is full.
Can I get a turn where I'm not reviving, please? Let's stick you on this one. I was hoping to get you up to A rank. That's not exactly how I had planned that at all. Let's get burn on you. Just burn on you. Let's throw a few more hits in, and then we'll Searing Bond again.
This.
Max out the Foretell on the enemies.
Eyes up, Leko.
I don't know why I can't figure out those attacks today.
It's locked on you.
Nope. Way too soon. Way too soon. Why? I figured out how to do that a minute ago, and yet now I can't do it. No, we're just gonna restart it because that was a total nightmare. The problem with a game that's so reliant on timing is trying to play it with a break in between. You know, the next day or 2 days later is one
Not
thing.
impressed.
Nope. He starts off with that attack, and for some reason, I am bad, and I don't clue into the timing on it, and I don't know why. But yeah, anytime you have a game that's like that, where you really have to get into it in order to perform well. So any game with like a parry or a dodge system, that requires you to be precise, any type of time away from the game just completely screws you over from being able to do anything. Nope, I did it again. What? Okay, I just did that 3 times in a row where I already showed that I can do that and I just completely whipped on it. I'm confusing myself here. Why have I forgotten how to do this? It's only been a week. It's not that long. It really isn't. Try this one more time.
Not impressed.
What? I disagree on those first 2 because I actually remembered what I was supposed to do and then it didn't work. Heavy is probably where you should be. Let's... Well, I guess that'll work. Yeah, we'll just do that. I was hoping to get a little bit of burn on them ahead of time. Whoa. I don't know why, but I always forget that it has that after image attack on it. I can't seem to get that figured out for some reason. Really? Am I that bad today?
I am filled with murderous rage.
Nope. I think the answer is yes. I think I am that bad today, and I just can't seem to figure out how to do attacks today. Yep, I am that bad today. No.
Try me.
I started out a fight by not failing? No, that's not possible. I definitely can't do that. You know what? I was hoping for a little more AP so that I could use Suck and Shot Fire instead, but that will work.
Careful now.
Nope. What? I don't understand. At least I managed to figure out the bloody counter that time. Okay, we're gonna heal you because I can't have burn on you because that's just gonna completely ruin my day. Alright, so we got status effects on you. Burn, please. I needed one more hit.
The sweet taste of battle.
Okay, let's break you. Or kill you, that works too. Now we can actually fight the boss proper, instead of dying to normal enemies on the way. Alright, so we have powerful. I need to get rush. So that will give me rush, and that gives you mark. And of course I took damage, so yeah. See, there's something that was in A that was going to do better, and I was thinking, oh, it was a skill I was thinking about learning but didn't. Never mind, so we don't need that. Let's go for Berserk Slash, see what it does.
I've got this.
Not a lot. HP is still too high. Let's do Suckapatat Fire and add more burn. I would have preferred to have done this ahead of time, but when I could have hit everybody. And there's the counter. And there's big damage.
Do me in. No tricks.
We'll apply Mark one more time. And I think I'm just going to pass the Mark effect on. Everyone can basically apply Mark at this point.
Target marked.
So we just keep passing the Mark around. Void orbs are about to explode. It may have seemed like the boss fight was at one point in hand. That is not the case. I think I'm supposed to hit those? I don't remember. That did damage to me, so don't hit those. They're going to explode, and I don't like that idea. So we will pass the buck with Mark one more time. And since I get the damage boost for it, I'll do it again. And do I go for perfect break here? I think I do.
Break.
There it is.
Violence.
I think those things are supposed to explode, but I never usually see it because he usually ends up dead. Earthquakes. Reestablish our powerful buff. And we'll end with Doom. 750% damage. Can stun, but he's already stunned, so that doesn't matter. But it's just going to be nice damage. So the most damage we did in that fight was 73,000. If I had used Striker with Verso, I probably could have done, broken the damage cap again. But he really doesn't have as much HP as I thought he did, considering we've already fought enemies that have had 1,000,000 HP. We get the Creation's Foot for Minoko. I think it's over here. Yes.
Wow.
We get our last item for the area. I'm pretty sure there's nothing over here. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything over there. So here we go.
How's over there? And the chroma we need to bring back Lumiere.
Even I can sense him.
We'd better make sure we're ready.
As I said, it is indeed time. He is here. Doing what needs to be done. What I can't do anymore. Unless... maybe I should never stop, but... Learn skills. It's about time. Elemental Trick is a attack that grants the corresponding stain on critical hit. Now, why would I get a weak attack that does that? Elemental Genesis, 2,400% damage on all enemies over 8 hits. Each hit deals damage to a random, damage in a random element. Can only be cast with those specific 4 stains. So the idea is it's 2-turn setup First one does this, second one does this, and that's the big damage attack that she gets. On the chance that Lightning Dance hasn't already done more damage. I think the damage potential on this is even higher, to be honest, because you've got 360% damage with the right stains. That's what, quadruple the damage, 5 times damage, and then you double that because critical hits trigger an additional hit. So it's a stupid amount of damage. It is insanely high damage. But this is fun too. Okay, we're back. Go over my changes. I thought I rested, but I guess I didn't. So let's do that first. Rest. So we have full everything. We want to make sure we're prepared. I've swapped Lune and Mael in for... Basically, you can use whichever party you want. I'm going to design this specifically so we don't do what we did in previous challenging boss fights and just rely on Mael. In fact, she is going to be specifically nerfed for this fight. We are going to be relying a lot more on Lune, though. And we don't need Minoko, no more feet to gather in here. Sail could work as well, but I'm just kind of going for kind of a specific setup. We have Elemental Trick and Elemental Genesis. Now, you might think that this should have a lot more AP cost than 4. You're probably right. But the idea behind it is it's supposed to be so difficult to get into because unless you have a build that specifically has enough crit rate to guarantee that this works, it's a crapshoot, and then you have to use a bunch of other skills. But the way that I have it set up, we can go from A to B to A to B over and over and over again if we so desire. We probably won't because there'll be other things we'll want to do, and we'll run out of AP, and we'll have to use thermal transfer. We'll have to do break damage. This has 0.1% break damage. It's terrible. This has massive break damage, so we're still going to want to do that. We're still going to want to do slow. And that's just our other source of damage if it lines up more than anything else. I don't really have any plans on using it in this fight, but it is there. Nothing changed there. And we have breaking rules, pyrolyze. Those are kind of your main focuses there. I don't have... Actually, no, wait. That one does, right? No, which one... That switches me to offensive. Perfect. Just needed ways of getting in there. We have swapped up Mael's weapon. Recover 1 AP on switching stances. Well, stanceless base attack switch to defensive. I probably won't ever use that. It's an option if I run out of AP, I guess. Let's go for the... well, we'll go for the Pictos setup here. Enough Pictos to get at least 75% crit, and because I've had to take off Mayhem, which is her only way of breaking enemies, I've put Breaking Attack on as one of them. It just so happens that it has enough crit rate to get me to where I want to go. Everything else is just kind of there. Still working on full strength. Second chance is you'll want somebody to have it. Energizing Parry is fantastic. Beneficial Contamination is fantastic. Double Burn. And the new Picto we just got. Faster Than Strong. Deal 50% less damage. Always play a second turn. Mael is going to be a bit of a kind of a switch hitter in this fight. Actually, you know what I'm going to do real quick before I forget is we're going to swap that for Guard Up. So we'll put that there instead. Our only way to get into Virtuous will be Gustav's Homage, but that's fine. I just wanted a couple of other options here, and that's just for breaking. So anyway, get back to that. So yeah, that was the last one. So there's the Lumina setup. Everything's set up as you would expect. Lots of break damage, lots of counter damage. Again, break damage. And I got my healing set up. Tainted for additional damage while inverted. More healing, more break, more stay marked, more rewards for hitting marked targets. I don't think anything else has changed particularly over here. With you, we want to make absolutely sure that we have critical burn on. Critical chance increased by 25% against burning enemies. As long as the enemy is always burning, we are always going to be able to hit that 100% crit rate, and our elemental trick will do its job. The only downside to the way I have it set up is because I need to get all that critical chance, Lune has very low HP. Everybody else has at least more HP. With that said, the song stopped.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please. I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Then don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth, and it changes nothing. You can hate me, but that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you, especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5.
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! I said enough.
I just wanted to enjoy the music.
Anja! Let's spill some ink.
Mile gets her second turn. We start off with absolutely nothing this way because he has decided he is going to be a total dick. Let's do guard up because as you can tell, we're gonna need it. I guess I'm doing a normal attack.
Careful now.
I think I blocked that, but okay, if you insist. At least I have the AP to do things now. Before we get into the actual strategy, we need slow. I could have swapped that. I didn't. That's fine. Put me into defensive. I guess we're going to do Mezzo Forte so that she can actually apply burn on her next turn. Go.
My turn.
Still don't know how to do anything with that, do I?
I won't lose again.
Okay, so Elemental Trick. Gives us all 4 of the stains that we need for our next turn. Pyrolyze isn't going to do a lot of damage, but it's going to apply a lot of burn. I should have put something on her normal attack. Void Cross. I was way too late on that one. Verso hasn't done anything other than revive this entire fight. Elemental Genesis. Those are all critical hits. There we go. This time I learned the timing on it. I'll give it one attempt here. Nope, I didn't get it. I kind of wanted to use Gustav's Homage, but I don't think I'm going to get it unless... Well, there's some burn. The downside of not having the other weapon on is I need to be at level 9 in order to use Pyrolyze. So what I'll do... is do the attack, Pyrolyze again, apply more burn, And because we now break the damage limit, the amount of damage that we can deal with burn is no longer capped at 9,999 damage.
Let's carve a path.
Verso gets to have a move? No. Not possible. All right, light holder.
Resistance ends now.
Gets me up to A rank. Does 17,000 damage now. That burn. Nope. I flinched way too soon. We will revive, and I'm absolutely going to run out of revives, considering I haven't fought this guy's attacks in a long time. Guard up. Try and be a lot more defensive. You can't do anything. Normal attack it is.
Watch out.
I think the timing was the same as it was the last time you used that attack. So I'm not sure how I missed it. Let's see, what am I down to? 5 revives. God, I have so many revives. Alright, so Mezzo Forte on this turn. I was hoping that would be enough. Let's do Virtuous Strike here. Simply to get another turn in Virtuous Stance. And she doesn't get her second turn because she already had a second turn. Elemental Genesis. I'm never going to get to use Crystal Crush in this fight, am I?
Meet your reckoning.
Right. I keep forgetting that he has a second attack after that. Verso has done almost nothing this fight. Well, we're not going to get the crit on, but at least we can use Gustav's Homage. And it does almost no damage because I have her weakened severely for this fight. But that's alright.
I can do it.
She does get AP when she switches stances. That's part of the weapon that I gave her. See if I can manage to not fail this miserably this time.
That's better.
There we go. Oh, I gotta get burn back on you. Item. Hint for next time. Summons the Axons. Oh, this is not going to end well, is it?
Accept things as they are, not how we want them to be.
Brace yourselves.
What would Verso have wanted? Truly.
I can do it.
When he summons the Axons, you get 1 of 4. I know we've only seen 2 Axons, but he gets 1 of 4 buffs. In this case, he summoned the Visages, and he got himself shields. I have breaking rules, specifically for this purpose.
Not giving up.
And we immediately get to go again. Hyralize.
You're outmatched.
Verso can do things? Mark.
Target marked.
And we're going to Tsunami you so we can get slow active again.
Parry it.
Nope. I failed that again.
When did you become so stubborn?
This one gives him a random buff. In this case, it was powerful. Almost out of revives.
Not looking good.
Here comes the break.
Precision.
Let's carve a path.
Striker would be good here, except for you're in a very low rank. So let's do Light Holder here, which sadly I think is only going to get you to A rank. No, it's only going to get you to B rank. I needed one more AP. Broken. All right. I guess we'll do Lightning Dance here.
Lightning dance.
Oh. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Would you believe my nephew walked in and that's why I missed the attack? Whether you believe me or not, that is what happened. So let's start from scratch and actually know how to counter some of these attacks. All right, take two. Still going too early on that last one, but at least I have an idea of what I'm doing. And we don't start with no AP this time and fight from behind. Let's go for guard up.
I'm ready.
Mile gets a second turn. And we're going to Mezzo Forte so that she can make sure to apply as much burn as she can on her next turn. Yeah, we'll go for Quick Strike. And of course, I never get him burnt early enough. That's 4. Can I get any amount of burn on you? Apparently not. Burn does not exist.
Please survive.
And I learned how to counter that one.
Blades sharpened.
All right, Paralyze, since
Witness the
nobody else can
flames.
apply burn at this point for some reason. We get another turn. Guard up is still in play. Apply more burn. And now I think we'll just do the elemental trick.
Ready to strike.
And you can go for Light Holder.
Your existence ends now.
Get me into S. Void Cross. Nope. Way too soon. Way too soon.
Don't die next time.
That's the plan. That's always the plan. Whether it works or not, who knows? All right, first choice is we're going to use item on you because you just don't have any AP. And then second move is the saddest Gustave Zamage you will ever see. That barely breaks 10,000 damage. All right. Do I want to Elemental Genesis here? Yeah, the other option is Lightning Dance. Because Lightning Dance does stupid amounts of damage here as well. And it's basically another option as opposed to Elemental Genesis. So let's show the difference here. So that's 100,000 damage. Yeah, we'll do this. Here's the black hole again.
That's better.
Again, that one is all audio based for trying to counter that one. We've done lots of damage here. And I'm missing an AP. I'm still going to be missing an AP, aren't I? Yeah, of course I am. Normal attack?
Let's spill some.
Sadly, it puts me into stanceless. I should have done Mezzoforte. I'm stupid. Now we will break you. Go.
A storm is coming.
And tsunami. All right,
Romance
now
flowing.
light stains are very nice because light stains will allow me to do Elemental Genesis, I believe, but I need more AP in order to do that. So you're gonna have to do a normal attack this time. No longer stunned. I'm just going to do a normal attack here
Time to hit big.
because I need to apply more burn. And you're in A rank. Okay, we were at max on that, so I'm going to go for Striker here.
Witness your end. Ready to strike.
Does lots of damage, and he gets himself another turn, with which we will do marking shot.
Target marked.
And so yeah, Elemental Genesis does work. You can use light stains in place of the indicated stains, even if it says you need those specific stains.
Meet your reckoning.
So we did 100,000 with Lightning Dance and 81,000 with Elemental Genesis. So you can see, like, they're definitely both useful skills,
Shields up.
but we actually get more damage out of Lightning Dancer. All right. So we're going to just do a normal attack here. Now he's going to summon the Axons. Just want to keep her high on the AP requirement in case he decides to use the Mask Keeper here. So there's Seren, there's the Mask Keeper. They don't show the other ones.
Let's dance.
Would Verso have wanted?
So there's the shields.
Let's carve a path.
All right. I am going to just go for Light Holder here.
Your existence ends now.
There we go.
Chroma is flowing.
Elemental Trick.
Elements converge.
On gas.
And I don't need you to break things any longer. So I'll just do a normal attack so I can apply
Time to hit big.
more fire. There we go.
Lunette, careful.
I think I timed that better, but okay, if you insist.
Ready ready to
When did you
pound.
become
The
so
Reacher
stubborn?
applies
You're
powerful. Again, it's a random status effect, but it seems to prefer powerful. Let's... Instead of doing that, I am going to go for Perfect Break.
Break.
There we go. The Hauler defends Renoir. There you want your counter. This time I don't fail it miserably. Then we will revive Lune.
Danger!
Seren decides to play whenever she wants, and
Stop this insanity. It's time
Yeah.
to go home.
this fight's not over.
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
No, she can't.
Mama.
You're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
An unexpected save. The Paintress returns at our side. Combine that with the music. Damn, this game's a lot of fun. Hyralize.
Okay.
Oh?
This selfish Aline.
He gains Rush, Shell, Powerful. Yeah. That kind of sucks. And he also healed all status effects. So Elemental Genesis is going to be my best bet here for damage, and I don't want to pre-aim shot to try and get burn on him because I'll lose my my right stains.
Meet your reckoning.
Only 61,000 this time. You hit a lot. Okay. Let's go for Striker again because I'm full on this.
Witness your end.
Does lots of damage. Can I hit you consistently, please? There we go. Then we're going to revive.
Chroma is flowing.
Now we're going to be
Feel the
slow.
storm.
On guard.
We are going to guard up.
Shields up. Finesse and grace.
And we immediately get to play again. I guess I'm not gonna get it. I was hoping, but I'll just go for
Oh,
that.
well.
Ready to go. That's better. Good.
All audio on that one. I didn't remember that one for the life of me. All right. We are in good position here. Your normal attack can stun, but instead of doing that, I just want to apply what I need here in order to set up for the next round. Lightning Dance will provide me the stains I need for Elemental Genesis on the next turn. And I think that's my most damage, even over Crystal Crush. Probably is. Maybe it wasn't. Crystal Crush probably would have done more.
You're outmatched.
Okay, so perfect break.
Break.
The dance begins.
Pyrolyze.
Witness the flames. On guard.
We're still in decent shape here. I don't need any of that. Normal attack it is. No longer stunned. I should have given you... Now, Tremor here will do some damage. It'll give her another turn, and the only thing it adds on is a light stain. So it's an easy way
This ends now.
to get ourselves another turn. This time with enough AP to do Elemental Genesis. Mael gets another turn. She'll apply more burn. Now, the burn would do a lot more damage if her damage had been higher, but I specifically have her nerfed in this fight. Guard up again.
Shields up.
And what do we want to do with you? Full health. We got powerful, so let's do marking shot.
Target marked.
Take cover.
Uh-oh. The music.
Ali, look at Alicia. She can't be here. Aline, it's supposed to be you and me, not you against me.
Go home, Renoir. Go paint something else.
Why am I the only one who sees this?
Ready to go.
The timing on that is not exactly when when the sound effect triggers. Send in the reserves. Can they survive? Nope. Because the... Oh, jeez, it ends in a gradient? I am so screwed. Normally, attacks like that are very rhythmic. That is not very rhythmic at all. Very difficult to figure out from the get-go there. And you really do not have anything worthwhile using. We'll do that.
I'm waiting.
Oh, Void Meteor's fun. I'm assuming that hits the whole party. We were close. No. Nope. Fifth time's the charm? Maybe? Let's go with it. Especially with a start like that.
Chroma is flowing.
I will take a start like that any day. Still want to get slow set up right away. And then we need burn ASAP, and since I don't have any AP, now we have AP.
You're outmatched.
Now, one of the things that I did in between takes here, or in between, you know, when I did those couple of failed attempts, is I put defenseless, I believe, attack on my elf, as well as on Lune, I believe, just for the rare instances where she'll be doing normal attacks. Or I'll just decide to use an item instead. Even with the lower damage from the faster than strong pick, though, we still break the damage limit with the counter, and we still break the damage limit with the burn application.
Now was our
It's
chance.
just everything else does low damage. Got one more, two more. There we go. And now we have the choice of either Lightning Dance or
Let's shake the earth.
we can go straight for break damage,
Ready to strike.
which will probably serve better. Even on the fifth attempt, I can sit here and listen to music all day. Of course, that doesn't help if I suck.
I'm ready. Witness the flames.
Too low on AP to do much of anything. Guard up still in play.
So much potential.
We do want to make sure that Lune is always able to deal some kind of damage, because she is a big source of damage,
Lightning dance.
especially with Lightning Dance.
My turn.
Oddly enough, I wasn't expecting this going into the fight, but I guess I wasn't actively thinking about it, but in a way, I guess I was thinking about it, and that's by turning that damage limit on. I made sure that I wouldn't be able to break the damage limit with
That's better.
with Verso's Striker ability, but that's actually been doing me a lot of good over these attempts. So, fifth attempt, not too terrible.
Blades sharp.
Hopefully we can finish this before too long. This is already I can already tell this is going to be a marathon episode. Flow is still applied.
Feel the storm.
Or flow needs to be applied. Words are hard. Defenseless is applied. See, words are very hard.
Elements converge.
We'll get you set up for the next one.
We must accept things as they are, not how we want them to be.
It's good that we've already built up our gradient charges all the way to max. Means we can start actually dealing big damage with Verso.
Truly.
And we can actually make use of breaking rules. Or we can instead set up...
You're outmatched.
Not sure why I did that first hit. Maybe I think I was just trying to get more AP.
Witness your head.
But yeah, like if we had had the break damage limit on there, then we could have done increased damage. Plus, I also could have set up Mark to double that damage. We easily could have been dealing that 300,000 that we did before.
Break.
But yeah, hitting that twice in a row like that is just kind of nuts. The amount of damage that we can scale up to in this game is stupid. And we're not even close to that yet.
Blades sharpened.
It might not be the most effective strategy for the boss fight to have Mael purely as a support character here.
Just try it.
But at the same time, I didn't want to play the fight exactly like I played the previous fight.
Stop this insanity. It's time
Or,
to go
well,
home.
I guess not the previous fight, but the previous, end game fight. We already saw that once. Don't need to show it again.
This selfish Aline.
There is some element to this cutscene, sequence, move, whatever you want to call it, that we can talk about at a later date. Just kind of keep it in mind. With thoughts toward the future, I know we're
Target marked.
not making as much progress as, as quickly as I would have liked here, but with thoughts going to the future, how have you enjoyed, appreciated the way that I have died?
Good. I can do it.
Almost. How have you guys enjoyed the way that I've gone about doing these more challenging boss fights, where I will show the first little bit and then show any time that I make progress
For Gustav.
until a new form comes, and then I'll just show all the deaths up until the way that I actually succeed in the fight, as opposed to, showing everything
Sorry, I
or
failed.
just showing the completed attempt. Let me know, because there figures.
Born once
There are going to be a number of super hard fights over the course of the extra content that we do at the end of the game. And I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to handle doing all of them. So I've kind of shown you two different ways of going about it. Miss one, miss 16,000. And then, of course, I missed a great encounter. Thank you. So yeah, like I've done the, I've had the fights where I just, you know, when I go in with my post commentary and I try and basically talk about elements of the fight as we get to them so that it feels a little more in the moment. And then I've also done it where I've talked about some of the, like something completely random and off topic. Is there a preference?
Nice.
Okay. Is there a preference among you guys on how you would like me to handle it? Because that's kind of my thought process, is all kind of alternating between maybe using, you know, like we'll talk about important aspects of the fight and I'll pull in, you know, like maybe choices that I made in terms of the Luminous setup or something like that. I don't know. I think my current preference is to kind of do a little bit of mixture between both. But if you guys prefer it one way or another, if you'd rather I cut out the all the failed attempts and just do the one successful attempt, I can do that too. It would definitely make certain episodes like this one a lot shorter. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let me know, because like I said, like just because we're at the end of the game doesn't mean we're at the end of the Let's Play. We may be ending the story to an extent, but we're nowhere near done the game. Break or not to break? Decisions are hard.
I'm ready.
The idea here is that I was able to use Gustav's homage to get into Virtuous Stance so that when I do break, we actually manage to break. And I never have either the AP or the stains that I need to do what I need to do. Kind of been the one of the issues with this battle. Indecision is such a terrible thing.
On me.
And here it comes. This is the Sephiroth Supernova attack. Sure, we'll blow up some planets at some point.
It's supposed to be you and me, not you against me.
Go home, Renoir. Go paint something else.
Why am I the only one who sees this?
Not quite dead yet.
You can do better. Just try it.
Oh, god damn the meteors.
Nice.
I finally managed to get them all.
Let's shut.
Okay. Burn back. Then revive.
You can't leave us yet.
Feel the storm.
He needs to slow down.
Get ready.
Oh, I'm screwed. Yep. I don't know why with the off-kilter attacks I struggle so much. Probably because as I play, I kind of treat the game a lot like a rhythm game. That's just kind of how I get effective at it.
Maximum damage.
This combination works really, really well in this fight, where we go Striker into Perfect Break to break him, and it gives me, you know, I'm able to do it all in one turn. We do the massive break damage with Striker, and then we actually get to break him on the next turn, and we don't have to wait around. It's nice. No longer stunned. I can do big damage. I'm gonna do big damage. Not as big a damage as I was hoping, but still big damage. I just don't want to die at this point. As long as I don't fuck up, we're good. Hopefully. The game does not like to give me mark. Defenseless is good though. Most amount of damage I get is Perfect Break.
Break.
Again?
Put aside the canvas. It's killing you both.
Not this time!
The music is timed so goddamn perfectly there. We made it. Success at last. Verso did a lot of heavy lifting this fight, even more so than Lune. Kind of surprised. The striker ability is stupid powerful, and I'm glad I put the damage cap on there because that added a lot of extra difficulty. Because there are a number of times, especially when it had mark on it, that if I'd used striker, that thing was just toast.
Ironic. Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me. This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
You can.
keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace. Hold on to each other.
Verso!
I'm sorry.
Did you think that was it? It's not over yet. You have two options. You leave, or you stop painting. If you leave, nothing happens. So the only choice is to stop painting.
Hi. You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Mamon's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are, not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my El. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes under the eye, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Decide the fate of the canvas. In one of the most heart-wrenching choices you'll ever have to make. Fight as Verso or as Mael. I can't imagine abandoning the people we've come this entire way with. So I choose Mael. This will be a challenging fight. I am in no way set up for this fight.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
Augusta.
I do not know his attack pattern at all. %30 chance of mark. 30% chance of mark. 30%.
What about Lune and Ciel and Minoko? What about Esquier?
Ciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls.
Take down the shields.
No. Can we please go to skills? Do what I tell you to do.
I've lived a long time, Mael. There are things we can never outrun.
I'm so tired, Verso. Please, can we just go home and talk about this?
I am so bad at blocking his attacks. Trying to stay alive as long as possible to let as much dialogue play out as I could. For defeating your opponent, you gain the Ardrath's Collide, which is another song.
Please. Thank you. Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please, don't say that.
You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me.
So,
Please. I don't want this life.
stop saying
I
that.
don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please, brother. Please.
I don't want this life. Help me. Help me.
If you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
S'en va
That was absolutely an ending. It contains the only jump scare of the game. For a game that leans a lot into horror, that's somewhat surprising. Normally, I use the credit sequence to talk about a lot of my thoughts about the game and give it a little review. But as I talked about before, this was a very, very small design team. There's only about 30-some main people working on the game at any given time. They did outsource some stuff to a couple of small teams in Korea, I believe, specifically for the art. And I think some of the play testing as well. But because there are so few people that worked on the game, the credits are very, very short and woefully inadequate to sum up all my feelings on this game. Also, not only are we not done because there's a lot of other stuff to do, we're not even done with the final dungeon yet. There was a choice that we made at the end of the game. A choice that determined the fate of the canvas. So we have the opposing choice to make. And the game is very kind. They do not make you replay the entire game just to see the other ending. You are able to go right to it and do it right away. But for a basic overview of, I guess, of the game, this game, on an emotional level, hits me really hard. On a musical level, that just brings out the emotion pretty much every time. The voice cast is outstanding. The combat is challenging, fun, and creative. I've heard people talk about it as being, you know, a kind of a mix between a Souls and like a Final Fantasy. It does things in its builds that reminds me of Diablo 2 or the original Final Fantasy 7 with the materia customization. The dodge and the parry mechanic reminds me of Stellar Blade because that's the one I played before this, but there are a number of other games that you could tie it to, Sekiro and the like. The art is, it's not perfect. Absolutely is it not perfect. But for the team and the time and the money that was put into this game, it shouldn't be possible. Considering the bloated mess that so many AAA games are, this game should not be possible. And yet it is. The thank you update is the one that happened partway through our playthrough and was... It introduced new stuff that I haven't played yet. So we will be getting to that together during this playthrough. Yeah, considering most games that I play through have, you know, 5 to 10 minute ending sequences, this one is 2 to 3 and it's already basically over. You know, like I said, there was your main 30-some people, there was a few more in and out, and then you have your quality testers, you know, the game testers, the art that, you know, the art team, I think they said specifically it was a lot of the battle stuff that they outsourced. But it's not like they outsourced the entirety of the of all the art or anything like that. No. They did most of that, to my understanding, in-house, and then they just lent out with a few of the things. specifically the battle from what I remember. And as a French game that had a bilingual writer, 2 bilingual writers for, you know, the main story, pretty much everything that you see should be as intended. There might be, you know, differences in terms of, you know, having to have a French idea that doesn't translate and coming up with a different idea that, you know, equates in a similar way. But you don't have to worry about translation errors in this game, other than, you know, like anything can be a possible error, but like it's not like somebody translated it wrong because they didn't understand what the original purpose was. But yeah, for what was put into this game and, you know, how they were able to craft something so impressive on such a small budget with such a small team is just nuts. The music is probably the part of the game that will stick with me the longest. The story hits me really hard. The music is something that I will continue listening to, you know, just like any other, you know, highly rated soundtrack that I've ever played on any game. I will continue to listen to it and have continued to listen to it. I didn't check it when I was there, but if you go into the epilogue sequence with Alicia, where we wake up after everything gets gommaged, and you approach, I think it's a picture on the wall, it will say that there are, it'll have like pictures of 2 dogs, Noko and Monoko. Those dogs, the family dogs, were the influence behind 2 of the gestural characters in this game. And the funny thing is that there's also a dog referenced in the the real life. So there's a real life dog that became a dog in the made up real world, which became characters in the made up you know, world. But anyway, this is going to be a long episode of me trying to figure out how to edit this all together. I think I have 2.5 hours of footage, so this is going to be fun. Next time, I am going to go back in and we are going to do the other choice. What happens if we back Ursa? Because after hearing his heartbreak, I don't know if I can let him keep going that way. But anyway, that's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.